Hello and welcome to another colony submission video. This is number 24 in our list of things that you guys sent in, so we could all take a look at it and see what you have going on in your builds. This one comes to us from a viewer named Bardazon, and what they said about it is it's a small map megastructure. This is Diorama, if you didn't already tell, where 300 bots take care of everything for the 16 beavers that live on a skyscraper platform with all the food, water, and well-being they need, and their only job for 1 hour a day is refilling the repopulator, which of course, as we always do, we are going to set off at the end of the video. But they are not very full yet, so I might have to manually finish that for them later. But let's take a look at the map. Like I said, it is Diorama, massively transformed. We've got this, kind of looks like a, it looks like one of those stealth bombers or whatever. This pattern up here with the big reservoir. We've got another reservoir here, which is actually where it seems like most of the water is being stored. The water source on this map, if you are familiar, is all the way over here. There's a bunch of bad water in here, so I'm curious to see what they're going to do about getting rid of the bad water. It looks like there's, yeah, we've got some fill valves here. We've got this, I guess, set up to, oh yeah, here we go. That's for the deep bad water pump. That's for the regular pump, and it looks like that is why that is being sorted there. But let's advance. I am not in dev mode, so I am going to put this into triple speed so we can get through the rest of the night here. But let's go all the way down to the bottom, work our way up, take a look at what's going on each and every layer. Of course, Diorama, if you remember, has the bad water source on this side of the map that I would venture a guess is probably powering a bunch of stuff. But you can see it here with the fill valve here. Replacing the sluices, of course, because this is 1.0. And there is a triple floodgate here set to go slightly higher. Yep, that seems like that's exactly what's happening here. Let's keep going up. Looks like this is mostly just some water infrastructure. And here's your big power wheels. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. We have power going through pretty much all the map from down here on this level. A little bit of tree growing action. We've got some mangroves going up again, and this is where a lot of the magic seems like it's happening here. We've got water pumping. Remember, that's where a lot of the clean water is coming in through here. We've got some canola farming, got some storage, got a whole bunch of berries. And then continuing to go up, we have even more fun stuff happening here, more bad water pumps. We've got some bot infrastructure here. Remember, bots are the ones that are actually running everything. We have 400, not 300, actually. I should have looked before I read that. And kind of similar to what we did in our Diorama playthrough, which, by the way, is still going to be finished. It just takes a colossal quantity of time. Now, we've got some tiered land here for growing trees with all of the different structure underneath. We've got more crops here. I do like this kind of offset square diamond pattern going on. More and more and more and more and more stuff. Got shrubs. We've got detailers, which seems like they are all set in pairs to the different default designs. Very good. Mud baths, like they said in the description, it's basically everything's taken care of. I guess they just haven't eaten very much today, but all sorts of stuff. It's very weird to see a single-digit number on all of the well-being, which is very funny. Continuing to go up, we have all these different breeding pods that have been paused. I can only assume that there were just gobs and gobs of bio-beavers. Oh, I accidentally middle-clicked. Let's scroll back up. At some point. Oh, yeah, especially seeing all these medical beds. Yeah, this is a concerning quantity of medical beds. Let's check and see how many medical beds this actually is. Oh, that was the medical beds. It's got to be over 100, right? 205. Okay, there are some horrible things happening to these beavers when they were building this. Let's move on. More and more and more berry storage. That's a ton of berry storage. We've got 26,000 berries here. But yeah, remember what I was saying earlier before I got absolutely gobsmacked by the suffering factory over here? There's a lot of power being generated by these wheels, and we could have done something similar in our Diorama 1K playthrough, but I decided I didn't want to tear everything down and rebuild it. But this is probably the most efficient way to do this, with this much space being taken up if you weren't going to use it all for farming. Yeah, but you can see here, scroll back down a little bit. You can see a little bit more stuff happening to fill this down here with all of these different, well, they're not sluices anymore, just that's my brain always wants to call them sluices. Throttling valves, which are set to automate. That one's for droughts, depth sensors, different bad tides and stuff. Just, you know, filter, sort water. I don't know if it's technically the same as filtering, but you get the idea. We've got tons and tons and tons of barracks. The total capacity for all of these, of course, unknown because these are all paused. But all in all, a very nicely organized, very compact beaver. I maybe hesitate to call it paradise, knowing how many medical beds are there. But a very, very nice, very compact, and well-designed build. And here's the skyscraper segment they were talking about with all of the different well-being things. Of course, we have monuments all in a row right here. We have this thing that is very, very slowly being refilled. And all the infrastructure for the 400. I've gotten numbers wrong so many times in this video, and it's only been 6 minutes. Yeah, I am just simultaneously impressed and a little concerned about what these beavers had to go through to build all this. But yeah, it's just, it's good. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it now that I, you know, don't have to bear witness to whatever happened there. I'm going to go ahead, pop in dev mode real quick, and just get this filled up so we can get this set off. Now that it's actually sunset, this would be a very, very, very good backdrop to, I guess, end this video. A little bit of a quick one, but yeah, I like this. Do tell me, if you see this video, do tell me, did you need to have 205 medical beds? Like, was it actually that bad, or did you just get tired of having beavers injured all the time? I'm a little concerned. But I digress. Let's hit that launch button. And then, thank you, lag, post up with a very lovely sunset view. Right on the, I guess right on the top here, we should be able to see a pretty nice view. So, while these things are firing off, of course, as we always do, I would like to recognize the folks who support the channel and make it possible to do these videos like this, where we take a look at everybody's creations, because even though these videos do tend to do pretty well, it is a big departure from what I normally post, and YouTube doesn't really like that kind of stuff. So the folks whose names you're seeing on the screen here are the reason why that's possible. They subsidize everything, and they make it so that I don't really have to worry quite so much about that, as long as I know there's a baseline level of quote-unquote behind-the-scenes business function to the channel that I just don't have to worry about each and every day because of the support of everyone like that. But, as you can see, they are just about done, all being fired off into the great unknown. Well, actually not all of them, because there's 9 bio-beavers, and 8 of them have been fired off. So, as this thing folds back up, let's turn the HUD back on, and now we should see this go down from 8 adults to 0, yep. And now there's just the 1 child. Let's find the beaver child. You're all by yourself, huh? It's a cruel existence, but at least you have a bunch of fun toys. I am curious, though, before we completely say goodbye. Are any of these unpaused? Okay, we have 4 regular breeding pods that do seem to be automated to the population counter. So, oh, yeah. Okay. I should have checked this out before we decided that the video was about to be done. Because it looks like this is programmed to keep a population at a certain amount. But it's population counter 2. So where's population counter 1? I guess I have to scroll down to the rest of these and see if these are all automated to anything else. 2, 2, 2. I guess it's only the second one. Well, regardless, again, it's simple, but it works. I'm going to leave it here, folks. Once again, thank you very much for sending this in. It's always fun to see people's takes on the diorama builds, especially because, you know, it's a limited amount of space. And if you want to spend 243 cycles doing something, then hey, you can do something really cool. So, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.